My name is Brent with Keystone Insurance, like you said, and I've been in the insurance business for about 14 years here in Provo. I grew up in California in a family agency and tried my best to stay away from the business because growing up, it's not a glamorous thing to be an insurance agent necessarily, but it's proven to be a really good opportunity for my family and myself, for the other employees who work here, and for everybody involved. Hobbies, I do a little bit of hobby farming, beekeeping. We have horses and some farm animals, pigs, goats, sheep, things like that my kids have shown in county fairs and things like that. The thing that I would love to have every client understand is exactly the coverage that they have. And that sounds like an obvious thing, but there's so many times when we as consumers, and it's not unique to insurance, but we as consumers buy stuff based on a value. And so sometimes we rush through the insurance purchasing process. And I wish that we would all have in mind, as if we were turning a claim in at the time that we actually would purchase the policy. So for example, some of us may say, you know what, I want to save a little bit of money, I don't want towing or rental or something like that. And it may be 10 years, 20 years down the road when we actually do have that claim. And I get replies sometimes from customers and they say, you know what, I would have been crazy to exclude rental car coverage for $2 a month. And yet it happens all the time, right? It's not to say that we need to buy coverage for every single thing in our life, but if we could spend a little bit of time with the agent and understand really what we're buying, that would be my biggest wish. I think that finding a good agent, first and foremost, you really need to find an agent who has options, who has a lot of carriers to choose from, because everybody's needs and risks and things that they need covered are different. So for example, if I have one main insurance company, they're going to do some things really well. But there's going to be a lot of families that don't necessarily fit into that mold. And so it's important to find an agent who has a lot of variety of products that they can offer you from different companies. So for auto insurance, you know, it's not enough, in my opinion, to have one or even two companies that we can offer. I think it's important to have a wide variety of companies that we can bring to that client and say, based on what you need, this is really the best company for you. Any other career I could get into other than insurance? Before I did insurance, I was in college and studying biology, and the hopes was to become a doctor. And that sounds like every elementary kid's answer: doctor, fireman, pilot. But being a doctor, and specifically a physician, I think would be amazing. To be able to have the expertise to help people in that critical time of need, and just to be able to help people on that level would be fun.